don't never rest. Down, say a hut, kick a punt, then I make them catch 5,000 ones in an hour. I'ma make it stretch. I just made a mess.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the New York Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he gets it up past the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Now Saquon Barkley might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Well, all Nichols there on the stop.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Tolbert. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Tucker. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to work. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 20. 68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Here's Wilson to throw. Going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
These two teams all tied after one. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. A handoff to Barkley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He gets it to Thomas.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Caught right side at Snead. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff as they run left side. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 25 on second down. Wilson. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. Jeff Smith there to make the grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Jackson now.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to air one out.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. On 3rd down, Barkley. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
56 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now it's Jackson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back to the ground, this time Cook.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Under 10. Hey, slow. Hey, switch gears. 49, check 49.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run for it. Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Dalvin Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Second down at 7.
Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He finds his man, complete. It's Potter. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And Thomas has it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Wilson. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown.
Jeff Smith
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 89 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A handoff, Barkley running left. They find some open field here. Oh, some strong running. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Thomas brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Tucker. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Giants strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wilson to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Potter. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Throwing now is Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Wilson going to throw for it. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Now Jackson.
Flushed out right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's Jackson.
Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 39. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.